Did you ever wonder how our modern world, filled with vast global trade networks and multinational corporations, came to be? Imagine the high seas in the early 17th century, where one company started it all, the Verenigde Oostindische Compagnie, or the VOC. This was not just any company, but the world's first multinational corporation and the precursor to the globalized economy we participate in today. Why should you care about a trading company from over 4 centuries ago? Because the story of the VOC is not just a tale of wealth and spices, it's the story of how the foundation for our interconnected world was laid, influencing everything from global economics to cultural exchanges. Stay with me as we embark on a journey back in time to uncover the dawn of global trade, exploring how the VOC set the stage for the future, and perhaps understanding how history shapes our present and future. Let's delve into the fascinating journey of the Verenigde Oostindische Compagnie, VOC, starting from its inception and exploring its monumental role in the dawn of global trade. The late 16th century was a time of intense rivalry among European powers for dominance over sea routes and control of the lucrative spice trade from the East Indies. The Dutch Republic, emerging as a significant maritime power, sought to break the Portuguese and Spanish monopolies. The VOC, a risky venture with state support that aimed to create a Dutch monopoly over the spice trade, was born out of this situation. In 1602, the Dutch government granted the VOC a charter, giving it not just the monopoly over the Dutch spice trade, but also quasi-governmental powers to wage war, imprison and execute convicts, negotiate treaties, and establish colonies. This charter laid the foundation for what would become the most powerful trading corporation of its time, a model that would influence the future of global business practices. The VOC wasted no time in deploying fleets to the East Indies, establishing trade relations, and securing ports critical for its operations. The strategic establishment of trading posts in Indonesia, India, Sri Lanka, and eventually Japan allowed the VOC to control the spice trade routes effectively. These initial successes were pivotal, setting the stage for the company's expansion and dominance in global trade. The VOC's aggressive tactics in securing its monopoly cannot be understated. Through both military might and shrewd diplomacy, the VOC ousted European competitors and imposed control over local producers. This ensured that the VOC could dictate terms of trade, securing spices at low prices and selling them at high margins in Europe. Due to their use in medicine, food preservation, and as luxury goods, spices like nutmeg, cloves, and cinnamon were worth more than gold in Europe. The VOC's control over these spices not only brought immense wealth to the Dutch Republic, but also significantly impacted European diets, economies, and even politics. The VOC was not just a trading entity, it wielded significant military power, boasting a private army and navy. This militaristic approach enabled the VOC to exert control over territories, influencing political dynamics in Asia and beyond. The company's ability to deploy a military force was crucial to maintaining its trade monopoly and defending its interests. The VOC's quest for dominance led to the establishment of colonies across Asia, Africa, and the Americas. These colonies were instrumental in the VOC's trade network, serving as sources of raw materials, waypoints for ships, and markets for European goods. The establishment of Cape Town in South Africa as a supply station for ships en route to the East Indies exemplifies the strategic colonial expansion of the VOC. The VOC's funding model was revolutionary. By issuing shares to the public, it became the world's first publicly traded company, laying the groundwork for modern capital markets. This allowed the VOC to raise significant capital for its expansive trade ventures and military operations, democratizing wealth and investment in the process. The success of the VOC also relied on its innovations in shipbuilding and navigation, which allowed for more reliable and faster voyages. The flight, a type of ship designed for maximum cargo space and minimal crew, is one such innovation that not only made the VOC's trade more profitable, but also influenced ship design worldwide. This journey through history has not only highlighted the VOC's significant impact on the economic, cultural, and political landscapes of the world, but also offered insights into the origins of modern global commerce and the complexities of early multinational corporations. The rise and fall of the VOC remind us of the enduring principles of economic innovation. the consequences of unchecked corporate power, and the importance of ethical considerations in global trade practices. The legacy of the VOC continues to influence contemporary discussions on globalization, corporate governance, and international trade. Thank you for joining us on this historical exploration.